This video is dedicated to Kendrick Castillo and Bialy, and also to all the people, the students that are now traumatized. This would include their families and friends as well because of the shooting. Anytime someone undergoes trauma, whatever you can bring back in your narratives and stories, whether it's internally, externally, or both, share with us what you did to overcome these challenges, this trauma, so that we can also apply it to our own lives. I have an extensive interest in martial arts. I've been practicing martial arts and MMA for a really long time. Professionally, I was involved in work that was bodyguarding, personal protection work, and I had to ask the question really early on, how would you handle it if there were multiple attackers armed with firearms when you didn't have any firearms? That led to a lot of discussion with law enforcement, Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, and we talked about really graphic things. I'm not going to bring it into this video now, but I will show you some of the kind of martial arts I've done before and some of the current training I'm doing. A lot of it inspired by the Panzer Kunst in the movie Anita. I really want to warn you not to do some of the things you're seeing me do in this video unless you talk to a doctor first, because it's very, very easy to permanently break and mess up your bones and cartilage. There were some results from these exercises where I showed it on video and it actually got banned because they said it was too graphic. But anyway, if any of you have any comments or discussion about your experiences, if you have questions about where to go to look for more training, to prepare for, hopefully it'll never ever happen to you or people you know, but in case there's ever school, workplace, or a public gathering, shooting, that kind of thing, what kind of training can you have to best prepare you to survive it? And if you want to be more aggressive and confrontational, what are some of the training you can have in background to maximize your chance to take out the shooter? And I also want to say too that when I talk to people about how I would respond to a shooting, I always say, despite all of my training, that chances are I'm going to lose my life or I'm going to get severely injured, because the odds are really stacked up against you when you go against someone that has a weapon. And it's a really personal choice, and no one can encourage you to do it. But I know for myself, I've always believed and I know that in a situation like that, I'm going to do what I can to protect other people. And there was a situation once in New York City where people were just running. They were scattered on the street. They were shouting, "Gun, gun," and I actually ran towards it. And later on when we found each other, they were like, "Why would you be running toward the gun person when everyone's running away?" The answer to that is maybe for another video. Our prayers are with all of you, and hopefully we can be there. I can be there to help you with your healing if you need anyone to talk to or you have a lot of questions. I'll try to point you in the right direction or give you any insights I have from my own background. That said, and the first YouTube video upload that I'm making is dedicated to Kendrick Castillo for having the bravery and the heart to save the lives of his friends and family, because I'm sure he considered his classmates his family. You can have training. There's a lot of people with training, but there's a lot less out there like Kendrick that had the heart of a lion. I didn't mention Brendan in the last clip because I hadn't read about him yet in the news. Just wanted to also note that make sure you're taking advantage of the resources, talking to school counselors or psychologists or therapists, because I am 100% sure you're going to have an enormous amount of trauma to process. So make sure that you're finding the help you need to have professionals to talk to so that this trauma doesn't come back and manifest itself in ways that you're not expecting. You're going to be needing to talk to people and professionals, so please make sure you take advantage of that. Oh, this actually hurts a lot more than the brick breaking. So don't do this unless you've talked to people first, professionals.
Very painful Panzer Kunst exercises. This is where I do them.